Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where we have an unusual opportunity. I think I've been pretty clear that I don't think I'm pretty against save scumming in games like this. I think if you allow yourself to unwind choices, then you rob yourself of the consequence that those choices can have, and the choices feel better and they feel more meaningful to you when they have weight, even if it's weight that you had to self-impose. But it turns out that save error that we were seeing during last episode was the game telling me that not only was it not autosaving at all, not only had it actually deleted the already existent autosave for some reason, but also it wasn't going to let me save manually until after closing the program. So I did just have to replay all of last episode's stuff again to get to here, and I thought, well, this isn't my fault. Technically this isn't save scumming. I'm kind of curious what happens if we pass this check. So I did already recreate our position. We are going to continue on with the game, having failed to destroy the machine. But I thought this might be a cool opportunity to sort of peek into an alternate version of events. So let's see if we could have passed the check. It seems pretty likely, right? Okay, it turns out we can. Yeah, I'm really curious how this event goes, because it's entirely possible it's not too different, right? It may be that, we break the machine and then she just tells us the stuff. I mean, she's already willingly telling us all the things she's telling us. And then she convinces us to let her leave, and, it might end up not actually any different. You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but I don't think we should immediately move on her. She still has a gun, too, worth remembering. Let's make sure Kim's cool. Are you okay, Kim? The lieutenant hunches, recovering. All good, officer. Be careful. She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles. Ah, fuck it. She puts the barrel of the gun into her mouth. Oh, shit. Okay, so we have to pass a rhetoric check. I mean, that's certainly doable. Maybe we can just, talk her down a little bit before going for this. What are you doing? Problem solving, she mutters. Which problem? Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, that's fine, though. We're just gonna hit the check, right? Or maybe if I said go ahead then, she wouldn't actually do it. Maybe she doesn't have the, Words escape my brain. I'm very tense at the moment. But, maybe she doesn't actually want to do this, and if I don't resist, she'll just go, fuck it. I'm gonna try to pass the red check, though. Okay, wow, we really nailed that. She's truly desperate, and she thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. Well, what options? Maybe I can still talk her out of it? This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. I don't actually know what my sense of rhetoric means by giving her options. Please, just walk away. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then, something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens. Well, you don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go. Day of miracles, she says, pulling the gun out of her mouth, eyes still fixed on you. Then she turns her gaze to the tunnel behind you. All right, I'll take it. She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel. Okay, so yeah, functionally would not have turned out terribly differently. Good call. The lieutenant is still unsteady on his feet. Yeah, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. He has to catch his breath. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated. Well, what if we just let the murderer go? I have a feeling we didn't. He looks around, then points to the back of the cavern. Her tent. We should check it out. I wonder if she actually will shoot herself if you fail that check. Anyway, like I said, I did recreate the situation as we actually did it. So let's load up there and continue our adventure. And of course, the moment I start recording, all of a sudden my throat's all scratchy. Okay. So, we have this notebook. Let's have a look, shall we? We also have this postcard. Sorry, it's in the Interact menu. A well-loved journal with a brown leather cover and the brand name Schneller embossed on the back. It seems to have served as a loyal friend to a lonely traveler. A thick journal. The cover is worn, like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. Let's just have a quick look at it. It's made of full-grain leather. I don't actually know what that means. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. This was important to her, when it was still hers. Let's unwind the strap. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. Study the handwriting. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. Let's flip through it a little bit. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated. That's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this. What kind of logistics? I'm assuming this is for the business that she's running out of her lorry? It's hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions. There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this. And what are these diagrams of? Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor. Sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. You know, I just kind of let it slide by last episode because I was in grave mortal peril, but it's actually, very impressive that she was able to put that device together at all, right? Is there anything personal in here? Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appear to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. How far back do these entries go? The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. Okay, that's far enough back. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. What did she write the day Lily died? This is the real question, right? Nothing on March 4th. March 5th now, though. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this, loyal to a fault. Except, well, that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. Oh, we very narrowly failed a logic challenge. That's a shame. I maybe should have changed my clothes before reading the book. It's a real silly system, but I totally spaced on it. I'm getting too sucked into, the drama of what's happening here. Alright, anything about La Puta Madre? That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder, would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th. Well, let's have a look. Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching, but also, I feel it in my gut, to finally put a bullet in my head. While I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Read the entry from March 12th. That's weird. It says 15th up here. I wonder which one's correct. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example, but experience tells me... Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. And he'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. You gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly, with a level up. Hooray. That must have been one hell of a conversation. I'm real curious about taste the plastic. Maybe She doesn't use phones the way I use phones. What's the most recent entry? The most recent is from today. It reads, "Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of it. Forever on the run? It's not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning." The lieutenant taps on the page. Looks like she might have been framed? Well, if she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. He frowns. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us, especially if she has problems with the Madre. Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent? He looks you straight in the eye for a moment, then sighs. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. Yeah, would it be that simple, do you think? Well, who is La Puta Madre? The head of a major Jamrock gang specializing in drug production and trafficking. A very bad person. He's not 100% sure that you're not indebted to this very, very bad person. So, who do you think killed the merc? Glacia was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself. Or, he stops to think, but no one heard the shot. Maybe she had an accomplice? Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. Let's be careful, though. The tip she gave us about the Tribunal was disturbing. Yes, it certainly was. Oh, you know what? I guess by destroying the machine and then convincing her not to kill herself, we wouldn't have gotten the tip about the Tribunal. We actually sort of failed forward here, huh? I think things went way better for us because of the screw-up than they did when we succeeded. I mean, aside from me taking lots of extra damage. So we have 2 skill points and we're most of the way to a 3rd already. I don't have any idea what I want to do with them. We do have the precarious world thought still. We could make space for that. I think we're definitely getting to the part of the game where we want to have this Fairweather T500 thought. And in fact, maybe the part of the game where I want to start wearing armor all the time. We're certainly not dropping that. I don't know. We could cut White Morning, I suppose, for mechanical reasons, but I do think that it's an important part of, like, who our character is as a person. You know what? We're gonna, maybe use it to reset some of these checks. This we gotta look into. You know, there are those people who showed up in the Whirling in Rags. I wonder if they might have some ideas about this. Man. I wonder exactly how much we've screwed this whole thing up. There's just a lot to go forward with. I can't believe I'm not allowed to inspect the device. That seems like such an obvious thing to do, don't you think? Alright, well, let's get back outside. Should we put on some armor right now, just in case things go horribly awry very, very quickly? Thing is, we totally did... I guess we could just go right out this way. Hold on. Let's put on some armor. We totally did just let her go, and we potentially led people to her, right? Anybody who was paying attention to our movements. And there are definitely people who have reason to do that. Let's just make sure we don't get horribly ambushed. Oh yeah, I didn't actually look at these. An Ushanka with the Mazovian logo, a pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. Your ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state. And this other thing, a muted brown suit jacket, perfect for a day at the office or an evening at a cafe. The red rose at the bottom of the left breast pocket is slowly wilting. Yeah, apparently very slowly. I have these boots too. Let's put on some boots. Okay. Feeling pretty armored up. Pretty ready to go here. As long as they don't shoot me in the thigh or the face, I think we're going to be okay. I'm getting real nervous. The game threw up so many, hey, are you sure you can't go back type warnings there that I'm like real paranoid now. Interesting that the kid and the dad are gone. I guess, I mean, while we're out here, we should probably go and check out the boardwalk, right? We should go and do this thing, yeah. Apparently I did check the boardwalk. Well, we got other places to check too. We should probably do that, though, before we go back, right? And then we'll stop at the Kanema and have a couple of conversations that are probably not going to be super great for us. And then we'll go back to the Whirling in Rags and just be real miserable. Alright, so what I need to do is not be on the boardwalk anymore. I need to be over on the peninsula. It's so hard to tell where you can walk and where you can't. Like, it looks to me like you should be able to walk from here to there, right? It seems like there's an unbroken path, but he had to run around for some reason. I don't know, man. I appreciate all the work that they put into the art. I think this game has a phenomenal style, and everything is really beautiful. But it isn't always 100% clear. It's a good thing he's good at pathfinding, because I am certainly not. So I'm sure that the position we need to check for this is like all the way down by the end of the peninsula, right? I imagine when we get there, when we get close to it, we'll have a thought. Aha. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar. I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Yiffertor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. He looks east over the coast, in the Whirling in Rags. Yeah, it would be a hell of a shot, that's for sure. I mean, maybe this campfire was used by the perpetrator? I've forgotten how to spell that word, apparently. To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. He looks around. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful, there's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out B double prime, was it? Well, maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took the shot there. That would be a crazy thing to do. It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from. Yeah, he'd have to be, like, gripping the comms tower, like, in the crook of his elbow to hold the rifle up. It's just, there's no way. It does look extremely rickety, and it wouldn't help much either. But what about these cigarette butts? Those? He points to them. A smoking assailant who favors Tiamotiri to Astra or Druin? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for old men. Let's just look out over the water to the Whirling in Rags. There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the Whirling in Rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender. Well, I mean, looking into this stuff is at least a good experience. We're probably going to get another skill point pretty soon here. So where was the other location? Check Island for bullet traces, right. B triple prime is in an area that we actually can't get to yet. I'm assuming that the big heavy door that we can't operate is the way over there. I just don't know how we would get the ability to operate it. And we gotta run past it anyway. We may as well have another look. Yeah. Could this structure have been used to take the shot? From here to the Whirling? I can't see how. He looks southeast and blows on his fingers. The church is in the way. Yeah. There's gotta be a way in there. It's just still something we haven't quite put together. Well, I think we've done most of the things that we needed to do over here at this point. So let's head back and put in a couple of calls. I know that the serial number for the armor, we were told by our own brain. Oh, hold on a second. You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling. It passes quickly. Huh. Having super high shivers is definitely interesting. But yeah, we were told by part of our own brain that the armor serial number thing was going to be less useful now, but it didn't say useless, it just said less useful. Okay, we'll still go and complete the call, right? I'm not zoomed out as far as I could be. I was like, why does it feel so claustrophobic? Just periodically hitting tab to make sure we're not missing any new stuff we might have detected. It actually does take quite a long time to run all the way back over here. Okay. So I don't think there's anybody that we need to talk to over here aside from the police, which is going to be a good fun time, I'm sure. Wait a minute. Stop. Just up ahead. Danger. What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower. A ranged weapon. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead. The lieutenant frowns. Then you better get ready, he says. Then quickly adds, whatever happens, I've got your back. I know you do, Kim. Well, what am I gonna do? It's not like I can just get a gun anywhere. I guess let's go to the pawn shop and see if anybody sold him a gun recently. The pawn shop's locked. That's very suspicious. Well, I mean, yeah. We have no choice but to go forward unless I think I can get a gun somewhere. Which I don't think I can. Oh, this is new.
I'm all out of shit to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Okay. Yeah, bad. Definitely heavily armored. Look at how pronounced the butt is on this armor.
Put your goddamn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through, alright?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. Kim, what's going on here?
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
Oh, I can't imagine that's gonna work. I really do wish I had a gun. Maybe Kim will let me use his gun.
The Gift is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone caught here.
Okay, the guy who died was the commander. That's a thing we didn't yet know.
You all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fella?
Oh god. He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping. That is a terrifying image there.
Nest in your abdominal cavity, like a little wild mouse.
The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck. There are 3 of them. I was hoping there would be less.
Fewer, Kim. Come on, please. We're police. This third one. He is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there. Oh, please don't let me do something that gets Kim killed. So, what do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
That's not actually an answer, Kim. That's all information I already had. The big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Okay, I'll just throw my crowbar at him real hard. A sound strategy. He is the leader. I mean, whispering let's walk away for now probably lets me, disengage and come back, but what would we disengage to do? The only things we wanted to do are right here. We definitely have to resolve this. Okay. Stop, this is the police. Hopefully I say it with a little bit more authority than that. I'm gonna get murdered.
Comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward. Uh-oh. Think he calmed down a bit?
Big fuck.
Is the only word you can make out. It doesn't sound calm. Okay. We gotta tread carefully here. Do I want to say I can see you're drunk? I'm sure I'm glad I'm wearing that armor. This is paranoia, my constant paranoia paying off for a change. I don't think we should threaten them. They're not going to believe that, and even if they did believe that I could take them out, I think these are the kind of people who would see that as a challenge they must rise to, you know, to maintain their group morale. Let's try this one. Okay, easy now. No one here needs to die today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons. You really, really should have a gun in your hands by now, or something dangerous. This feels scary. I have my pry bar. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk, present an argument. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, and move down from that, please. So we have a reasonable chance at this rhetoric check, and a very poor chance at this suggestion. Right, because the armor is lowering our suggestion right now. This is actually maybe not a great time to be wearing the armor in the sense of de-escalating things, which again is the game doing a real good job of modeling how armor acts in the real world. And listen, they didn't do it. Yeah? Who did then? I mean, okay, hold on a second. Let's just think about this for a moment. If it was anybody here, if it was anybody amongst the list, it was Klasia, right? Almost certainly. But we don't know it was her, and if I say it was her, she dies, right? 100% for sure. Even if we're certain it's her, we can't do that. If I say it was me, they're gonna shoot me, and my armor is maybe gonna save me? Maybe. The thing is, while we've been told many times that this armor is incredibly badass, that's a big gun, and at this range, I mean, the bullet's gonna come out of that with some force, right? The more I think about it, though, the more I wonder if, since I have the armor on, saying that it was me is maybe a good move. They're not going to be like, I'm not going to be able to be like, oh, it was someone else, you should go away and find a new person to target. Because they're not trying to get the right answer here anyway, they're just trying to get an answer, right? They want to feel like they did something. And I'm probably in the best position to survive that. I think we say it was me. Boy, that feels crazy. Gotta defuse the situation somehow, though. Yeah, it was me. I did it. No, wait. Kim winces and quickly turns to Cortinaire. He didn't. This is an insane plan I've hatched. Just jam all the words in there. Why not? I did it in a last-ditch effort to ward off the end times? I mean, if I appear to them to be crazy, then they thrust me aside like I'm a madman talking nonsense, and it doesn't solve the situation, right? But I think maybe this is what I'm gonna say. I mean, all I have to do is put them off balance, right? Potentially. We might be able to find a way to resolve this, but they need to be distracted from the bloodthirst. I'm gonna try to solve this problem by being concentrated weird, because that has been our strategy for everything so far, and it has worked about 30% of the time. I did it in a last-ditch effort to ward off the end times, and it didn't even work. You think this is funny? There's a dangerous gleam in his eye. What if I just shot one of your pals here for fun, huh? He points his gun at Elizabeth. How about the Kipt? That'd be fucking funny. Listen, please. She raises both her hands. This cop and this drumhead court-martial won't decide who... Well, we have the logic to maybe pass this check. Think. Why doesn't he believe me? Oh, gee, I can't imagine. Oh, that's bad. Your mind grinds to a halt. What a time to roll a 4. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand, swaying, pointed at her. You move your mouth like a fish, gasping for air. Oh god, I definitely just got her killed, didn't I? No, she wasn't even there! Well, that was what we thought was gonna happen. He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle. The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The woman grabs her left side. She's down. Her white shirt soaks a blood red around her abdomen. She gasps for air, repeating, "I'm okay. I'm okay." Fuck this! The man starts pulling something out of his pocket. There's a coarse shuffle against something. Is it a gun? I mean, probably it's a gun, right? Gene! The big man raises his hand. "Tend to Lizzie, now!" They'll be ripped apart. They all will the moment the third man opens fire, and he knows it. He wants you to open fire on the mercenaries before he does. He's waiting for you and your partner to be the shield. I mean, I kind of think we ought to be. It sure would be a good thing if I had found my gun. I don't think that our character, our version of this detective, is the kind of guy who normally resolves things with his gun, but I do think he's the kind of guy who threatens to sometimes. Alright. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. Maybe. You think I care what that company cunt thinks? He laughs. It's a hollow laughter. Well, what if I just call her now, huh? She's gone, you stupid fuck. He points to the sea. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you silos. You're alone. As you look to the bay, you see a small green sail on the horizon by the crumbling sea fort, growing smaller. Stay cool, Titus shouts to his men in the background. How is she? I'll be okay. I'll be... She puts her bloody hand on her heart and starts shaking. She'll be gone soon, too. Company bitch is gone, Lely's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole? He looks around, tired suddenly. Sad, even. Guys, the little guy breaks formation. I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun. As he runs to the yard, Titus turns to his men. Hold your ground. Any more you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this. Together. Okay. Well... Where's Klasia? She could explain this. Who the fuck is that? Klasia, the woman upstairs. Where is she? She left, the manager calls down from the balcony, which we fucking knew she would, right? What do you mean she left? She left. Her room's cleaned out, right before these assholes showed up. Should have arrested her, the lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries. You can feel how upset he is with himself, just for a second. Then the fear takes over, and he's back in the moment. Hey, Bushman! The veins on the man's neck expand as he yells. Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one. Okay, boy. I mean, you're all drunk, just look at yourselves. Yeah? So what? Your judgment's impaired. You'll regret this. Nah, he wipes the sweat from his brow. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier. Enough already. What is this? The woman's voice is furious. We didn't come here to fucking chat. Interrupt me again and I'll execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal. The outburst is accompanied by yellowish saliva around his mouth. Okay, we got them arguing. I mean, we don't really have another move here, right? I just gotta think of something. So, squint your eyes real hard and think. Oh, thank God. oh, thank God. Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenel would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. Oh, I think I know who the commanding officer is. You only have time for one argument, so choose wisely. Okay. Krenel does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal or who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel. Getting them arguing gave us a bonus on the check. So if I say this and they disagree with it, or they disagree about the answer, I think that's probably a good thing. But we have to assume that they have an actual chain of command, right? That dude's still referring to her by rank and everything. Krendl does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal. This is an illegal tribunal, but I think they've probably made their peace with that, right? Like, they didn't come over here thinking this was totally cool and fine and then change their minds. Let's go in this way. Alright, just a question. Who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? I am a Krendl major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike. So you're the highest ranking of the three of you? Nah, I just have the biggest gun. He raps on his armored barrel-like chest. Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now. So hold on, what's the highest rank in Krendl? King Reaper, he says without irony. Oh god, is that a real thing? Well, as the leader of this group, reconsider your actions. This does not need to end in bloodshed. Now you're right, but you see, he pauses and smiles, I want it to end in bloodshed. Okay, that's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. We're not going to be able to hit this suggestion check. So, I mean, does it make sense to go for it, or do I think that failing it will make things worse? I think that failing it will make things worse. I'm going to not shoot anybody, because I can't, and we're going to see what that accomplished. What's that, loincloth? I can't hear you. Sounds like you got your mouth full of dick. Rud. Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information. Alright. I mean, only one of these says that, so I guess that's what I do. Alright, kill me and you'll never find out who killed your colonel. I've been withholding information. Rud. The man looks to his right. Kill him. Okay, I have the big armor on, though. Oh god. The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. Okay, my reaction speed's not awesome. Okay, blink, think. Let's just think about this for a second. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rud's mask behind it, his eye in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens focusing on you. 0.6 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the thick barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger. Oh, that's bad. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out. Well, like I said, I think there's a non-zero chance that if I get shot here, I'll be fine because we have all this armor. I sure wish that I had the helmet, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna hit the check. I mean, we know where Kim is, and frankly, I don't want Kim to get involved. Yep, I'm just gonna roll the dice. Oh, that's bad. Okay, listen. I've had worse. That looks like it hit me in the chest. A low shot rings. You feel a tapping, like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops of rain. Then the sound of dice rolling as the cuirass distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate. Oh, thank God I put that on. You got hit. The armor took most of it, but still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood is slowly seeping into your lungs. The lieutenant aims, face pale. Without tremble, he quietly utters, God, please. He's aiming for the eye slot in Rud's helmet. An extremely difficult shot, and a thing that's definitely going to get us both killed. Sorry, it's definitely going to get him killed. Then, 2 shots ring at once. One from Lieutenant Kitsuragi's pistol and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at Kim, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Well, we don't have to ask if Kim hit the rifleman, because that's a lot of red. But who screamed? Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through the smoke and the panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger. Look him in the eye. A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He's evil. And the end. Here it comes. Death. If the knock cannon didn't make it through the chest plate, this isn't making it through the chest plate. And it said he's aiming at my chest, right? This is not what I would describe as point blank. But I think we're gonna be okay. Maybe. Unless he, corrects his aim. I'm just gonna roll the reaction speed. Wait, if I move, Titus is gonna get shot. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here. Right? I think the point of how this is being portrayed to us is that if I get out of the way, Titus is going to take that bullet. I have the armor on. And frankly, even if I didn't have the armor on, maybe it's better I take the bullet. Well, okay, everything goes dark. That's not ideal. You simply blink. Then something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark, a distant blur as you recede into it. Okay, hold on, I'm not done yet. Listen, through the darkness and the pain, I need to know how this is turning out. The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone's running, jumping over you. In the background, you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus. With a splat like meat, you hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle. Alright, we gotta... What do I see? What do I see? Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them like a hellish play. Out of it, a silhouette appears. Crouching over you, you hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. You're bleeding out. Okay, hold on. Frankly, if the end result of this is that Kim survives, that's good enough for me, frankly. I mean, it sure is in character to say something like this, right? We are the apocalypse cop. Wolf is at the door, Kim. You will eat the sun. Yeah, okay, keep talking. The lieutenant pushes down on your wound hard. Stay awake, look at me. But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy and the sound's ever more distant, and a cold comes over you. Kim, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. Oh god. A shadow, towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Scream immediately! Okay, well, it's a good goddamn thing that we've armored up our authority, I guess. You know what? This is the one good use of our authority that we have left in us. The lieutenant really, really trusts us. We've taken care of him so far. He's certainly taking care of us even more. This is the last thing we're going to be able to do for him. Oh, thank God. Okay. No, you scream, behind you! From your bloody lips. Your eyes are full of fear. There's no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure too is gone, and so is Kim, and the whole world. And we fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now?
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there, screaming along with all of them, scaring each other, haunting each other. It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent. They don't rattle windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind. Rest.
I mean, we can't, right? There's still stuff to do here. In particular, I really need to know what happened to Kim. That's very important to me. I gotta get back up.
lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his womb sleep.
Well, you can't go. Not before the case is solved. There's a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Capri Kanema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
My limbic system is not handling this super well. Well, I mean, that has to be the end, right? We couldn't keep going, but boy, we sure didn't solve anything. You see Kim's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple from the pain. Oh, thank God, Kim. I leveled up. Sunrise, Parabellum, the lieutenant says. He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room, with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. Ow. Oh, it's not ouch time yet. You just got a Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait till it wears off. Wait, what did you say? Sunrise? Sunrise, Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying. Is it war today? He looks out the window. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I'm relieved to say. Well, I mean, it was certainly an apocalypse for some of us. I think we may have held it off. For now. He unzips his bomber jacket. Barely. Ow. That's right. He nods in agreement. Ouch indeed. What happened? What happened? Well, we tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The Major gave the command. And what happened then? As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He hit the cuirass. I heard it go off. I was looking for a clear line of sight to him. He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit. I shot and wounded him. Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive. There's a pause. This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday. Ellen and the young musician, I forget his name. They're all that's left. Titus is dead. Yeah. You were bleeding out by then, he thinks. You warned me. I was able to disarm Cortiner before he got the jump on me. I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Krenel took him. The lieutenant takes a cigarette from his coat pocket and lights it. A bitter smell fills the room. A stray bullet killed DePaul, though, and that's what happened. And the Major? Is in a private hospital across the river. Krenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is, he's not coming here either. I did some damage. How many casualties on the Union side, total? 5. Glenn, Theo, Angus, the fat one, he took a lot of bullets. There's a pause. And Titus. And Elizabeth, too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. The gardener. Oh, I feel really horrible about that. She didn't make it? No, she bled out before Everett's surgeon could help her. Everett sent his personal doctor, but he shakes his head. A costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership. Yeah, that's a tragedy. If I would have presented the theory better to their leader... she never had a chance. She shouldn't have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince them. Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts. And that's... all, he nods. It's a total shit show, Kim. Yes, officer, he says calmly. 7 people are dead. It's not a success. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The mercenary tribunal is neutralized. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And, he smiles, we're still alive. Both of us. He did not expect you to both to survive once you stepped between those two armies. Frankly, I'm kind of shocked about it my own self. How bad am I hurt? Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. I knew it. I knew he was going to shoot me in the thigh. It appears no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. He points to your shoulder. The bruising in your shoulder is negligible. The armor took the brunt of the fire. Well, can I walk? We'll see. You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though. Has anyone... Oh, no. We're asking about Kim first. The very first moment we have the opportunity to do so. Are you hurt? Not very. He rubs his chin. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I try not to move too much. Things would be much worse if you didn't warn me. There's a pause. Thank you. I did not see him coming. It was stupid of me. Well, has anyone from my station been to see me? No. Isn't that strange? I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on site. That's odd. You haven't seen any, have you? There's a pause. I'm sure they're worried about you. So if not my station, then who treated me? I did. I didn't know you could do that. That's part of a detective's task chain. You can do it too. Actually, you can. You can even remove a fractured bullet, it seems. Okay, let's try getting up. I'm wincing. You can't see my face right now, but I'm wincing in preparation for the thing that's about to happen. Nope, he just stands up. Okay. Easy now. The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain. Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing. How are you? I feel fantastic. Let's rock. He nods. So, what happens now, Kim? I honestly don't know. But I don't either. We can't talk to Everett. The harbor's in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce is left too. We never got to know what she would have told us. I'm sure it was important. She was not going to tell us anything. The Wild Pines representative. Yes, Joyce Messier. On the boat, you know. She could have helped us. It's clear the mercenaries were working for Wild Pines, at least partially. He looks out the window. It's a little late to elicit her support now. Ruby's gone, and Klasia too. We really should have arrested her, you know. So, who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man? I don't know. I think your incredibly dangerous theory about you being the killer was incorrect, however. Not one piece of evidence to support it. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. Yeah, listen, I didn't say that I did it because I thought I did it. I said I did it so I got shot. It's just, I was trying to prevent everybody else from getting shot too. Man. Well, what about the hole in the wall? I mean, somebody was checking her out. I don't know. He rubs his neck. That's been there for years. And the damn footprints! Yeah, he says. God curse the footprints. Not solving the case for us. Au diable? Maybe this is devil? I think O is of? I don't know. I mean, an antique bullet from a Belle Magrave. That's not the correct position for that for that period. How hard can it be to find one? I mean, how hard can it be? It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. Right, I mean, there are all these old bunkers and weapon caches, Revolutionary era. We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them. The fucking Maybells, Kim. The flowers. What? They're on the roof. I didn't catch them. Fucking Butterfingers. I was not even sure where this was going. But no, that's true. I did not catch them. Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to catch everything. He's wrong. No, Kim. Every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Okay, he concedes, clearly not meaning it. Well, you know. Look, the miracle hasn't happened yet. It's not over. He does not know what to reply. He looks out of the window, then back at you. It's morning outside, you think. You know what I think about solving crimes? He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead. Solving crimes is hard. Wait, actually, I want to talk about this crime some more before I tell you what I think about its hardness. No, I think we got where we're going. Solving crimes is hard. It really is very hard. That concussion must be making him dizzy. He's just agreeing with me about stuff. But you're not ready to give up, are you? No. There's a short pause. Are you ready to limp? Yeah, I'm ready. Good. There's a pause. So, where do you want to limp? A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut, plucked like a string by the gust. We should check Klosh's room upstairs. I have that feeling, you know? Why not? He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot. Another look at the window, perhaps. The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better. I kind of love the tone this is taking. Like, this is so different from anything I've ever seen in a video game before. Newly replaced glass, shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside. Back in the world again. You see gleaming white enamel. No bottles inside. Look, the door's open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Hold on, we'll do that in a moment. You know, I haven't tried running yet. I'm a little afraid I'm not going to be able to. The Stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. Okay, they still let me jog slightly. Hey, how are my thoughts going? Okay, stuff's still ticking. Where are we at on that? 2 hours and 10 minutes, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Okay. The alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Is this the case file? These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this, and other recent cases. I had Gart open the door to your room. He closes the notes. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. Hey, thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. There's a pause. Let's go. Is that it? I want to interact with it. I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to keep loitering in this room. Let's go. Okay, he feels pretty insistent about this. Medicinal supplies on the cupboard. Mercurochrome, a scalpel, antibiotics. Boy, we owe Kim our life in so many ways. It's been a real grim go of it. Hold on a second. I want to look at my face in the mirror real quick. Oh, somebody fixed the faucet. Wait, was that me? Did I? Oh yeah, I totally turned off the faucet. Okay. Well, I guess let's just keep moving, because what else could we possibly do, right? What a strange thing this game is. Oh, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. You know what? I don't even care if not running is totally a role-playing thing. I'm doing it. My leg is all messed up. I earned that. Looks like she's left something on the table. Next to stacks of bills, you see a note, a few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs. A gift. The lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. Well, seems she left in a hurry. Hardly surprising. You look at her rough, jagged handwriting on the note. She was in a rush, but not panicked. Deliberate. Focused. What do you think this gift could be? I am not drawing my gun, yet. But I don't like gifts. He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Okay, let's just, head on up. I'm gonna check her medicine cabinet, see if she restocked before she left. Listen, now I need it. The medicine cabinet's empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity. She's really cleaned this out. Mm-hmm. The lieutenant nods. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing. Let's not bring attention to our drug habit at this moment. You know, maybe I should stop trying to make Kim uncomfortable. Alright, let's go see what this is, and then probably that's where we'll call it. This has been a big one. Oh. A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof. You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall. This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us. The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A', then widen into a radius of locations. Where does the thread lead? It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, B'. The island in the bay. How did she know how to do this? Well, she was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass. It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? Well, of course we don't trust her. I don't know. At this point... He stops mid-sentence. What difference does it make? So is she trying to tell us the shot came from the islet? He nods. Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna, that is where the thread seems to point. This is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet. So it is. For a second he seems tired. Maybe we need to go to the island. The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water. I'm going to the island. Are you in? Hold on. So if I press this, is it just gonna move us right there? I kind of don't want to go yet. We could probably trigger this again later. For now, let's not go to the island. Hold on a second. New task, go to the island. Okay, yeah, we'll get there. No, you're right. We have to go to the island. Oh, pardon me, the concussion. He takes a second to gather himself, then says, How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone. Oh, I wonder if we could have actually gotten there if we'd done the thing for her, if she would have ferried us over. I wonder how many different paths there really are. Lillian, the net picker, she's tarring her boat. Ah, yes, of course, the village. Let's go. We'll go. We'll go tomorrow. I think it would be a real good idea if we both just took a moment here and slept it off. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching and for coming on this journey with me. This has been just a hell of a thing so far, huh? Very different from anything I've played before. Come back next time, tomorrow, for maybe some answers? Probably a little bit less action, but maybe some answers. And we'll see you then.